Welcome to the Masters Bikini and Fit Model Podcast, a show created to spotlight, celebrate, and connect the women who are proving that strong, feminine, elite physiques do not expire with age. I'm your host, Lacy Green, IFBB Pro, and I'm joined by my co-host, Kyla, Faye, IFBB Pro. Together, we're here to highlight the stories, experiences, conversations, and community behind the women of Masters Bikini and Fit Model. This podcast is for the women who are still dreaming, still competing, still growing, and still showing up with purpose. Because strong does not expire and dreams do not retire. Hello, everybody. We are back with the Masters Bikini and Fit Model Podcast. And today we have a very special guest.
We are so excited. Welcome. I'm Kyla, co-host for the Masters Bikini Fit Model Podcast. And we are so excited to welcome Janean Priest. It's so exciting to have you. Just a little bit about Janean. She is an IFBB Masters Bikini Pro. She is 64 years old, and you would not know it. When I found that out, I was like, no way. She lives in Reno, Nevada, and she's working as a nurse and has been for over 40 years. So she's going to share a lot of her journey with us. And we are so excited to have you here, Janean.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. I've been so excited that you guys chose me. I'm humbled.
You know what's interesting
Deeply.
is we're excited about you being like everyone is excited.
So excited.
Thank you.
Well, let's dive right into getting to know Janean better. Janean, we have a signature question that we ask every guest. And so we're going to ask you, what has been one of your proudest stage moments and why does it still stand out to you?
Well, I have to say that it was probably at my my national show in 2020. It was my first national show, and it was COVID, and it was in Florida, and it was a very large show. And I was doing the 55 plus back then. I'm not sure if they had 60. They might have. I'm not really sure. There was just a sea of beautiful women, and I'm just looking around thinking, wow, this is crazy. I'm thinking, this is just going to be fun. I didn't even think for 1 minute that I was going to place. I was there with my best friend, Chella Looney. We started out together this journey with our first coach, and we are still friends to this very day, best friends. And I remember getting on stage, and back then I was, first national show. I'm thinking, okay, this is great. Get on the stage, and we get all lined up, and I get in the middle, and I'm really not sure. My coach is cheering me on, and I actually got my pro card. I was actually just shocked. Like I said, I didn't believe that this even happened. When it was done, I was walking off stage. She was standing at the bottom of the stairs with her arms out, ready to hug me, and everybody was cheering. I mean, that still ruminates with me to this very day. It was just really heartwarming, very special. And that was all Masters. I mean, they all were very supportive and loving. And like I said, to this very day, that's one of the most special moments I can still remember.
You'll never forget that moment.
Never, never.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love that moment for you. So that was what year did you say that was? 2020. Okay, that sparked me because I was like, did I hear that right? So
yeah.
Where was that? We all know 2020 was a year. Oh.
Florida. It was in Florida.
Okay.
Florida,
and then,
yeah.
So where was that with like COVID times?
I think Florida was the only state that was allowing, things to go on. Otherwise, everything was pretty much shut down. And then I think it really started to get worse, I think in 2021. I don't remember. I did all the nursing stuff during COVID too. So
did you? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So when you competed, did you have to have the mask on or no? Probably not. Like there.
We did not at that show.
Okay.
No,
I know someone,
no.
because I remember I got my bikini suit when I was competing in bikini, and she made me a mask just in case, and it was 2021. She's like, I'm just gonna make you a matching mask, and I was like, geez, I hope not. I hope I don't have to wear that.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, that's crazy. So with your So you helped during those times with nursing. Tell us like a little bit
I
about your
did.
nursing journey and how that's kind of translated into like your bodybuilding. You must know so
Gosh.
much about the body and so much, you have that extra leg, like that extra one up, I feel like, with all that knowledge.
Well, unfortunately, my mom was diagnosed when I was in high school with colon cancer, and she was terminal, and I lost her. Um, and at the same time, my dad had a stroke on top of it. So I was kind of the caregiver for both of them. And I knew after high school, I was definitely wanted to be a nurse. So I went straight into nursing, and I've done a whole lot of different avenues in nursing. Obviously, I did the hospital work. I've done home health. I've done case management in the hospital where you do a lot of discharge planning. And currently I work with public health. I deal with a lot of immunizations and family planning and stuff. And I love it. It's fun. But yeah, it's always been my passion. Both of my daughters are nurses too. So very, very proud of
Special?
them too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and during COVID, we did all the drive-throughs. It was a long journey. It
Yeah,
was it
I
was really
bet.
tough to see everybody. Back then they did the stages. They did like the elderly first, and then they did the first responders, and it was just we had to deal with a lot, shall I say. People that were very happy to get the vaccination, and others that had to get it but would take it out on us. But,
You guys deal with a
but it,
lot, nurses do. I mean, I
yeah,
just like commend you,
yeah,
and
but
you have to be the most blessed, and I want y'all to be the most blessed individuals because my mom, I passed of cancer, breast cancer, so
mhm,
unfortunately I don't love sharing that journey with anyone, but
yeah,
the nurses are who I
it's tough.
remember the most. I mean, the good ones
Yeah.
were so good.
Yeah, it's tough and times are changed. Patients are different now, but you deal with the changes. And like I said, to this very day, I still love what I do. I work per diem. I don't work full time anymore. But I can never foresee myself stop nursing. I do. I love it. I love my patients.
I bet they love you
Yeah.
too.
No. Well, thank
Guaranteed.
you. So,
That's very, very interesting that you went through all of that thing with COVID and still competed. And how did you train during that time?
well, my first coach, he had a very small private gym, and he only allowed certain people coming in and one at a time, but we still continued to train, but very, very, I wouldn't say secretly. It was kind of secretly, even though we couldn't train close to each other, that kind of thing. To me, it's such a fog back then. The
Feels
only
so
thing I
long
can,
ago, right?
it does
Kind of.
feel very long ago. And actually, it's hard to even talk about it because I lost my brother to COVID
Oh my
at that
goodness.
time
I'm
too.
so sorry.
So it was tough. It was a real tough time, but
Ugh.
yeah, it was rough to see that, and a lot of people, and I might get flack for this. People say, "Oh, COVID was a joke." Well, no, it wasn't a joke.
You saw it
You saw it
If
firsthand.
you saw it first,
firsthand.
Yeah.
if you saw it firsthand,
Yeah.
you wouldn't say that.
Oh
So
my
yeah, it
goodness.
was tough. It's rough.
So I have a question for you that's been on my mind. I'm dying to know because I have not heard the answer to this from you yet, and I'm so excited to hear. How did you start competing? What got you into it?
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. It is kind of hilarious. I'm kind of different. I was not a gym person. You couldn't get me into the gym. I was actually a long distance runner. I loved running. I ran every day, rain or shine. And actually when I was at a clinic and my first coach's wife came in and she looked really nice, great. I'm like, wow, how do you get like that? And she says, we just opened a gym in Reno. So I said, okay, why don't you come join? And I'm like, I don't know if I really want to. And I was actually very thin. I was, a runner. I was like 90 plus pounds at that time. And I thought, well, you know what? What the heck? Why not? So I went in and she hooked me up with a trainer who was also a runner. And he started helping me with resistance training. I could barely, believe it or not, do a sit up because I was what you call skinny fat. I was very thin, but cardiovascular wise, I was in shape. But as far as musculature, not very. So I continued and I continued and I continued. And then her husband said, why don't you compete? Let's start training. And I'm like, you're not going to get me into one of those little bikinis. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do that. And he says, and I said, at that time, my family was going to Europe. And he says, I'll tell you what, go to Europe. And afterwards, there's a show in Reno. We'll do that. And so I got back from Europe and he says, you have 7 weeks, we can train. And I'm like, so I trained and I did the first show in Reno. It was a local show. And I actually got first place. So
Look at that.
needless to say, I got hooked. I was still pretty thin, but anyway, so I got hooked. I just loved it.
How old were you? How old were you when you started?
I was 58, 57, 58, 57.
That is
How about
incredible.
Yeah.
Janine, you started, and the similarities that we have, first of all, I've lost a brother as well. So condolences there because us losing some people in our lives. I think people don't understand that until they've gone through it. So there's that. And then I was a marathon runner before I got into bodybuilding.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I went to Boston, I went to New York, I went to Chicago, like all the things. So I was the same way. I was thin, no strength, my glutes, like no strength. I thought I was strong, because I could run a million miles. We think, I mean, you feel like a badass, you do, but because running distance running, long distance running, that's hard. But it's so different than what we do now. It's the complete opposite, right? People don't understand you can't really do both. So you can't. Was it hard to because you have to let go of running in a sense. I know I still do like my sprints and short distance, but you probably had to let go of that to really train with intensity and keep the muscle on because the muscle for bikini is serious. So what did that feel like psychologically? Because the runner's high is real.
Yeah, it was extremely hard. In fact, when I was with the coach, I would run down to the gym and run home. He's like, you can't do that.
You couldn't let go. You're like, it's my warm up. It's fine.
I'm like, I'm just warming up. But yeah, I ended up, he says, no, you can't do that. And then, you see the results. You just see the results, get better nutrition, doing the weightlifting, you're getting stronger. You're seeing yourself transform. And that to me and I remember my daughter saying to me, she's like, Mom, you're starting to look more healthy. And to me, that just was like, that like resonated with me. I was like, whoa, because, I'm not saying that all runners look thin, but there's a typical physique for a runner. But yeah, me too. I thought I was like so in shape. And then when I couldn't do a sit up, I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah, it humbles you real fast once you get in a real weight room.
Yeah.
I started with Body Pump, like Les Mills Body Pump. I don't know if you know that. So I thought, and I thought that was real strength training. Sorry to anyone's listening that loves that. It's a great program. I worked for the company Les Mills. It's a great introduction into strength training. However, it is not what we do. It's not progressive overload. It's not what we do in the gym.
Exactly.
So, but did you feel like as empowered, because as empowering as crossing a finish line after 26.2 miles, 13.1, whatever it may be. I mean, I felt like I could literally touch the moon after that. Like, did you feel as empowered stepping on stage and, doing the things that you do now, or is it different?
I would say it's different. I mean, even to this very day, I get so nervous. And people say, well, that's because you care, you care that, you're nervous. And still to this very day, I feel, I don't know if I would say it, I feel empowered. Once you get up there, it's not the runner's high by any means. But it's just a sense. To me, it's more about the camaraderie behind the stage and being with the girls. It's so much fun. To me, that's more special than, you get on stage. Yeah, you want to win, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. But just being with, like I said, I have met my best friend to this very day through bodybuilding. I don't think I would have been able to get through some of the things that have happened to me in the last few years if it wasn't for them. And I really, I have to say that I have to contribute my strength and power from my friends, honestly.
Wow. And bodybuilding gave you that. They gave you that
Absolutely.
way to meet them. That's beautiful. Lacy and I often talk about who we've met. I mean, that's how we met.
Yeah.
We just met in April at Wasatch Warrior.
Real?
We just met.
Oh my God.
But we immediately connected. We were in line about ready to compete, and we
Yeah.
just started talking and she's like, I've always wanted to do a podcast. Me too. She's like, I
Yeah.
want to start one. Do you want to be my co-host? And we just,
That's awesome.
and now we have this friendship.
I mean, it was decided. It's funny because it was decided before we even stepped on stage.
Yes, it was.
That is so great. That's awesome.
So we
That's
resonate
so-
with that so deeply.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just just overall in fitness, I think of all my best friends, like my bridesmaids, right? Like the people that I've like the closest to me, and they're all from fitness. Like they're all from
Yes.
I teach group fitness, so they're all from a class that I taught or from a gym, that I met them at. So it's beautiful what fitness can do for you personally. But I love how you're bringing up like the outside, the non-aesthetic part of it, right? Like that
Yeah.
connection with people. Like I think people miss that, and that's what I mean. Competing's got to be more than about winning.
Absolutely. I agree. Yeah. And then too, I'm sponsored by Angel Competition Bikini, and I've done their fashion shows, and I tell you, those are a highlight too. That's basically where I've met most of my bodybuilder friends too. It's just a great. I love that it's such a great knit of people, all walks of life. Whether you're in transformation, whether you're just starting, whether you're a pro, whether you're not, there's no competition. It's just like all physiques are welcome. It's a fun
beautiful.
thing to do. It is. It's wonderful. It's a great community.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's been on my mind. I'm just a little curious about it because it looks like fun and it's kind of like the best of that having that competing part, but you're not having to compete and then
No.
showcasing your hard work, which I think that's really why a lot of us do this is just to showcase what we've done.
Yeah, it's very fun. There's no it's very relaxing. You can dress up, there's different themes. You can do what you want as far as doing a stage, like your little costumes. I mean, I've done several different things and it's fun just being creative. And like I said, you don't have that stress or that competing. You just get on stage and have fun. It's
Just
fun.
walk like your Victoria's Secret model.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Who doesn't want angel wings on? I've contemplated too. Fun fact, I've been talking to Lacy about this. I've considered doing that this year at the Olympia. And so,
Yeah.
but I go on a really big trip, a 5-year anniversary trip out of the country, like just a couple days later. So I don't know if I can swing it, but I thought that would be the coolest. I was so interested in that too. And I just thought
It's fun.
because I liked exactly the aspect. What drew me is like, I watched some of the videos to see, because I like to research before I commit to even wanting to do something. And I'm like, wow, this is just all different kinds of, competitors, but like different. I don't know if they're all competitors. I feel like they are. Is that right? Are they all people that compete or maybe not?
Not completely. Like I said, it's all physiques. It's just about instilling confidence in them and getting on stage and just getting out there and
Walking
showing what you
however you
got.
want.
That's right. Exactly. No judgment.
That's what they said.
Nothing.
That you could
No
walk like
judgment.
if you wanted to walk like you were in the what's that federation y'all the WBB? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
The one where they're like, like they can do whatever they
Yeah.
want. I've always wanted to pose like that on stage. I know we can't.
Yeah, I have to
but
say some of the girls are pretty darn creative, I'll tell
yeah,
you.
you get to
Yeah.
just kind of
It's
let
fun.
go a little bit, So
Absolutely.
that's fun.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll see if we
Yeah.
all end up there, Lacy. Are you doing that this year, Janine?
I am doing the Olympia. Yes.
Okay.
I'll do the Olympia
Ooh, now you're
weekend.
making me want to do it.
I can't wait
Yeah.
to see. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I think at
So
some
Yeah.
point we may have to just make it happen.
You do. You have
I think
to.
we should. If you
You
do it,
should.
I'll do it, Lacy.
That's it. It's going to happen.
Okay. I mean, it'll happen
You
at
have
some
to
point.
do it. You have to do it. Yeah, you have to.
Now I'm
For sure.
curious about it. Well, thank you for bringing that up because that is something that I was curious about. And I know you've experienced it. So that's very helpful. And I bet you other girls are curious too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to see if it's because it is, you do have to pay for the suit. It's not, it's not a free thing. It's not.
No, it's not.
not-
I mean,
it's
it is.
pricey.
It's a little pricey, but yeah, you get a lot for what you get. I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
do.
what I wanted to hear.
So,
Like, is like,
yeah,
do you
you
feel
do.
like you got a lot from it? And
Yes.
and what draws me a little bit is the Olympia because I want to see the first foot models compete. So I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's a kill two birds with one stone type of thing. So
Yeah.
so it's interesting and I've never been to the Olympia. I've never been to an expo. Have you
Yeah.
been to the Olympia before, Janine? You've
Yes.
you've
Yeah.
competed as the Masters Olympia. Have you been to both?
No,
or
no, no. I'm been the Masters Olympia because they don't. It's just 40 plus for the
is
Masters
it?
Olympia.
Why? Look at me, I'm still
That's
learning. Because the Masters
that's just
Olympia is new, right? It's like 2 years. It's only been 2 years running.
Yeah. You have to win a 40 plus pro show to be qualified.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it has to be 40 plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe
Even if you win a Masters 55 or 60, it doesn't qualify you. So
45, 50, 50. Well, we're just going to
no,
say you're Olympia qualified because I like to say that.
no. Yeah,
Because in
right.
my eyes
No,
you are. But
not
well,
even close.
that's interesting. I just didn't know how that worked. I've been learning more about like
Yeah.
the Olympia because they're changing some. There's like a point system now, and now
Yeah.
pros
Yeah.
have to win 2 shows, I believe. The bikini pros, right? Win 2 pro shows.
I'm not sure. I think it's mostly points, but I'm not
Is it
really sure
points?
exactly. Yeah. So and there's some that I think if you've won the Olympia, then you're qualified for life kind of thing. Like Ashley Kay and
And
Amy and
Lorelai.
all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm still learning about
But
that
yeah,
stuff.
I
There's
mean,
so many
all the
rules.
girls, it to me, it's kind of sad because you think about all the girls that have the names. They look incredible. But then you look at all the other women and you're thinking, gosh, they look so good too. But they don't, they don't have the name. No, they're not out there as
Yeah.
often, and
Yeah.
they're not what's the word I want to say? They're not notarized yet, or they don't have their name out. But
Yeah.
boy, I'll tell you, bikini's getting crazy.
Bikini is getting
Yeah.
crazy. Let's talk about
Just
that. It's right. It's just it's getting it's looking so much more muscular.
very,
Like
yeah.
where some are feeling they just can't keep up with. I mean, that
Like
was me.
me.
That's me.
That
And
was
Lacy
me.
were like, okay, fit model has been such a saving grace because that's doable. That's
Yeah, a lot of my friends have gone down to fit model. Yeah,
and
for
not saying
sure.
it's doable. I mean, we still train hard, we work hard. I mean, it's still. I had a tough prep last year. I mean, to get to where I got, and however, the look I feel like is more a look that I don't know aesthetically just speaks to me and what my body's genetics can do.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Lacy feels the same way too. Lacy holds a little more muscle than I do.
If I could just choose what I want to, I mean, I would have giant glutes and I would be wellness because I just
Are
love
you
that
kidding?
look. I love that look.
Oh my
I
gosh,
just
that would be cool if my body did that, but it do that
I have to put both my legs together to do that.
and get butt implants.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah. Oh
I
my
have to get
God.
butt implants, which I'm not doing. So
No.
growing it
Okay.
is.
No.
We're
I
just gonna
was
grow this
not.
booty. That's
No.
so
You
funny,
have
Lacy. I
to.
didn't know that you would like
It's.
go the
I
wellness route.
love that look, but I
They
was
look
not
amazing.
It's weird that I would have the love of that in my heart because I was not created to be like that. And then whenever, bikini started getting so big and I just couldn't keep up and I was like, well, I'm
Well, here
moving
we are.
further away from wellness. But I love fit model for me. I do love it for me. But I admire the bikinis.
I think fit model is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I like that bikini look. I think it looks feminine. I really do like that look. And I think it's sad that bikini, I mean, I'm probably going to get flack from this too. It's sad that how bikini has evolved, getting so muscular that, I mean, especially at our age, it's like, come on, really? It's like, I mean, yes, we can put on muscle, continue to put on muscle, but it's just sad. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of PEDs and all that stuff. Yes, I'm on hormone replacement, but I don't like how bikini is evolving. And I just hope to shout that it doesn't continue to get even more muscular.
I think a lot of people feel
I
that
think
way.
it also, and I think it depends on the judges. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, some judges prefer harder look. Some judges
Mhm.
prefer softer look. It's unfortunate that not all judges are on the same page, shall I say? But I guess that's just the nature of the sport,
But doesn't it
Sure.
It's
worry you
very,
about like fit models? Sometimes it worries me, like where's fit
yeah.
model gonna go? Like because it's already evolved from January. If a little
Sure.
bit.
I agree. I'm already seeing more cap shoulders and a little
Tighter.
more glute tight ends.
Yep.
It's just, like I said, it's very, this sport is so subjective.
It is.
And you never know, you don't know what the judges are liking or what they want, what they don't want. So it's very hard, especially for fit model and bikini. I mean, as figure is pretty, well, like I said, bikini's kind of going to
Going that
the figure
direction.
side.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, Lacey and I
we will
talked
see.
about this being like, you have to love the way your body looks just in real
Yeah.
life, off stage. You have to love your body for
Yeah.
what it is, and so
Yeah.
you don't
I
want to look
agree.
that certain way that the judges'
Yeah.
feedback is, then that's something to talk to yourself about because it's really important to love the body that you live in. So
Absolutely. I agree.
the end of the day, you're living in your body and it's what someone says, to fit a criteria, how important is that to you? Like how far do you
Exactly.
want to take
Yeah.
that? I think that's a question that athletes ask themselves when it starts to get that way. We've got a lot of IFBB pros, my posing coach Laura, previous posing coach talks a lot about, virilization of PEDs and
Hmm.
what's happening with, she's like legitimately scared about it and is very
Yeah.
outspoken about it. And it's, I just think people also just aren't as educated that maybe they know, but if I knew that I was going to have like a jawline or like a receding hairline that couldn't come back like to how I used to look, I
Yeah.
think I'd rethink that a little bit. So it's just, but it's what's worth it to you. How far are you willing to
I do.
go?
I agree totally. I just see so many people that have changed throughout the years, and for what? Honestly, I mean,
Right.
it's it's not worth your health as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I know what these that like you said, I think these women need to be educated, and that's the real thing. They think, the coaches here do this, do that, and just take it. They don't ask any questions. They just do it.
Yeah.
And which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, especially when they're so young. It's like, I don't think they realize
Yeah,
what they're going
being
to
so
do to their
young,
bodies. Yeah, yeah.
I
that
think
scares
Very
me.
sad.
you said something really key there just now. You said for what though? You have to really put into perspective what is the result of this that we're really getting? And I think masters athletes especially have a little bit of an edge on this because we understand long-term quality of life a little better than maybe the girls that are younger. They live in the moment more than
Right.
we do. And we can ask ourselves, what is the result for what? Why would I do this long-term thing to my body, for this short-term moment? You have to stop and really think about that. So I think the question for what is a very good question in regards to that.
Well, you gotta think about, I mean, you get up there, you get a trophy, which is awesome and great, and you get the notoriety, but you also have to pay for the registration, the hair, the makeup. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you win or lose, nothing has really changed, honestly. I mean, you're still you. You're still going to go to the gym. You're still going to work out. And to me, I feel like I'm more healthy now than I was in my 30s because of resistance training. I would rather go to the
Absolutely.
gym and bust my butt. And I do. I train hard. And that's just me. I like that. I'd rather do that. I really believe that when you have a coach, I think you really need to look at genetics first. And yes, genetics, unfortunately, some people don't have the genetics. And yes, they need to be enhanced. Okay, well, at what cost?
For
You have
what?
to ask yourself. You just have to ask yourself, at what cost?
And there's a small percentage, right, like that get, a lot of people are sponsored with products and, different things like that. It's a small percentage really of the pros that make a good, decent living off of doing this, right? I mean, I think we can
Yes,
think of the
yes,
top three in our heads right now, right?
yes,
Like,
exactly.
and it's not to say, oh, I get why they're doing it because they're making, but I still don't get it at that point. Like, so,
Sure.
and that's just a
Yeah,
personal level, level of belief for me, but there's not, I mean, you're not getting a ton of like return I guess is the for
exactly.
lack of a
Yeah.
better way to say it.
I mean, I have to say, I mean, as far as a 60 plus competitor, nobody really wants to sponsor a 60 plus
Well, we're going to change
competitor.
that because they should
Yeah.
want to sponsor us more masters
Well,
competitors.
and like I said, my titles, I pride myself on my titles. I've won 4 World Masters pros.
It's incredible.
in Pittsburgh. And yeah, it's more about the title, which is great. But at the end of the day, nothing has really changed.
Right.
Except for, yes, I have that title. Whether I continue to keep it or not is, it is what it is. You move on. And to me, I feel like bodybuilding is done so much for my life and my health. But in the long run, what really matters to me is my family.
Yeah.
My family. I mean, that's, to me, they're more important than anything right now.
Did she pause? Oh, sorry. I thought you got
I don't
stuck
know.
there on the screen. We were like, wait a
Oh.
minute, she's still talking. We got you back. Yeah, family. I mean, yeah, you have to think about that because so much time goes into prep. So much time. I mean, no matter how balanced you are, and you
Yeah.
still go out with your food to the restaurants and go to the movies with your pickles and your own popcorn or whatever. The
I
hell you
don't do that.
I mean, you've heard it all, right? Like you've heard it all. You've heard it all. And I go with my pickles. Ask all my friends.
that's
They just
so
think of me.
funny.
They think
That's
of
funny.
pickles. And then now they go to the movies. One of my friends, Marty's, he goes with his snap pickles. I'm like, yeah, I'm starting a trend. Great.
That's funny.
But
oh my God.
as much as you want to say balance, it's not a very it's very
Well,
it's not
no.
very balanced. We try really hard to be the best version of ourselves, but it is it's just kind of a selfish sport, right? In a way.
Absolutely.
As hard as we
Absolutely.
try, because I know all three of us still have to, I don't have kids, but I got fur babies, so take care of our kids and, wives, husbands, all the things that competitors do, men and women. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be as balanced as if you weren't prepping.
For sure.
No. Yeah. And recently I just moved. So I've been in prep, moving. It's like, oh my God, I think I'm pretty crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
So
lot.
it's
Are
been
you in prep
really,
right
really
now? Are
stressful.
you in prep?
I am.
What are you prepping for? Tell us about. What's next?
I'm going to do Chicago Pro in
Yeah.
it's basically 2.5 weeks.
Oh, that's July 18th. My client's there for her first wellness. She's a little
Really?
23-year-old. Yeah, she's a little 23.
Well,
She's like my
I
daughter.
hope I'm ready, but it's
Well, you're
been
going
kind
to
of
do great. You're going to do
It's been
great.
stressful.
You're
It's
not
been
a
stressful.
rookie. You're not a rookie at
You're
this.
always ready. You were born
Yeah.
ready. You live ready.
Well, all these 60 plus girls that are coming up are amazing. Amazing. They really are.
That's so cool
Really
that you're
are.
going. Oh, I wanted to go to that show too. It's Lacy and I are like, we want to compete again, but I need to wait.
Yeah.
I need to wait. But
I
I got
know.
that itch. So now
darn.
I'm going to just live through you and my client. That show's going to be fun. I've heard good things. Have you done that show before?
I did it a couple years ago. Yeah, it was a great show. It was a good
I've
show.
heard.
It's fun, and Chicago's fun too.
So fun.
It's
I love
fun, yeah.
Chicago. Maybe that's
I
one we can have on the
can't
list.
wait for that. I can't
Yes.
wait.
Oh, I'm so excited to follow your journey on that
I'm
stage
excited.
day.
Like I said, I've been trying. I'm one of those people. I'm very anal retentive. I just moved, so I have to have everything in order, and everybody's like, "Wait." I'm like, "No, we can't. I need organization.
Yeah.
I
We
need my home."
understand that.
Yep.
It's like,
I
We
think
get that.
I think a lot of us are that way naturally because of what we do. Janine,
Mhm.
how many shows have you done? How many times have you competed and been on stage?
not as many as everybody thinks. I only do maybe 2, maybe 3 shows a year.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah.
Totally.
Because they're expensive. They're so expensive. And most of the master shows are on the East Coast. And of course, I'm on the West Coast. So that means I have to travel from Reno to Florida or Chicago. Yeah, most of all the 60 plus master shows are in Florida.
They're on the East Coast. I'm like, there needs to be
Mhm.
more in California. Like, I don't really understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. We used to have a local show here that used to have 60 plus, but he took it out.
You know what?
Sure.
I better stay put in Alabama then.
Yeah, you're close.
Okay, well, wait. Did you have to pay for the Chicago Pro as a master's pro?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah. Was
You
So-
have to pay him for them all.
How much
to pay
was
for 'em all.
what was the entry fee for the Chicago Pro? I think I looked it up and it was $265.
It probably is. I have not paid for it yet because I don't want to pay for it. I paid for my flight, but not the show yet. And the thing is I haven't done my contract because if you
Right.
back out, you
Mhm.
get
You have
fined.
to fine.
You get fined.
Yeah, I always wait until the final
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
That's what I did
Yeah.
my last show. I waited till like less than a week before or whatever the cutoff
Yeah.
was. But yeah, we're going to write that down on the list. Chicago Pro charges the Masters. We got a bone to pick with that. So
I
we're
They
actually,
basically all do. They all do.
Not
except for
everybody.
Wasatch, and we're talking to Wasatch. Like Wasatch Warrior does not charge their Masters. So
I
That's
don't
nice.
think also the Indy Pro, I don't think they charged the Masters
I don't think the
this
Indy
year.
Pro does either. Actually,
But that's only 40 plus, isn't it? Probably
I-
only 40 plus. Oh, wait. Or is it 50? 40 or 50?
I think
yeah,
they
I don't-
have 40 and 50 plus.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's interesting. But I always
Yeah.
appreciate that when they don't charge.
I'd love that.
yeah, it's great,
How's that haven't happened?
especially when you travel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Like
the
I
cost
said,
of
traveling.
travel.
Mm-hmm,
I mean,
mm-hmm.
now it's
Yeah.
like more expensive than it's ever been. So you want to save where you
Exactly.
can.
Yeah.
So, but it's worth it. You're going because you're going to do great. And you're going to kill it and
Yeah.
crush it. But
I'm
also,
ready. I'm ready to have a
experience.
break from moving and,
Yeah.
and unpacking
That'll
and
probably feel
organizing.
good. It'll feel like
It
a
will.
nice little vacation trip. Are you going to stay after a little while and visit Chicago?
No, but I am staying with another one of my really good 60 plus friends. We're
perfect.
competing together. Yeah.
So
I
you're
love
just,
that.
that's
Yeah.
fun. See, Lacy and I are going to do
Kyla.
that. for
I was just going to
Wasatch.
say that.
I was like, Kyla, that's
We are.
us.
We
Heck
are
yeah.
going to Wasatch next year together. And we're just going to do the whole, and it's so
That's
fun to do it
awesome.
with someone, you know, like it's
It
so
is.
fun to
It
have that
is.
person with
Janine,
you.
that's not far from you. Jump into that Wasatch show
Yeah, that
with
one's
us.
not. Yeah, you
Yeah,
Salt
that's
Lake.
40 plus.
Is it just 40 plus?
40 or
I
50?
feel like I cannot.
I
keep
bet
track.
we could have an inside scoop of maybe getting some more of those.
I just wish they were more on the West Coast because there are a lot of pros, 60 plus pros that are on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But we all have to travel to Florida. Yeah. That would be really nice. I wish like maybe muscle contest. Is that it? Muscle
Yep,
contest?
muscle contest is all over the West
Yeah.
Coast. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have a ton. They generally stick with 40 plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know. So maybe we
Well,
can.
they say they don't make any money off of us.
What does
That's-
that mean?
I'm not really sure I understand because if you think about it, we all bring our family usually. if we
Kyla, how
can.
many people did you bring to Wasatch?
I brought. Let me count. 1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12
12
Oh my
people that
gosh.
paid to get into Wasatch for prejudging and
awesome.
finals.
and
So,
finals.
yeah, in your masters. So
Yeah.
I think that they're wrong when they say that. I don't know. I'm sure they have data to support that, but
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't honestly say why because you think about it, you bring your family, your grandchildren. I mean, the whole shebang. I mean, they
Yeah.
all have to pay for a ticket. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess.
Well, we
Yeah.
think things can change, so we're going to try to do our
I
best
sure
to
hope
lead the
so.
charge with some of that because, I mean, I know Muscle Contest charged for my May 2nd show that I did, and their thing was, okay, if we have enough Masters competitors, we're able to give the Masters winners more money, more prize money,
Yeah.
and that was like their
Mhm.
whole big thing for charging us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? I'd like that still didn't make sense to me entirely because
Yeah, that's
we
what I've
shouldn't have
heard
to
too.
earn our prize money by giving you more money. Like, you know, we have people coming to see us and like what we've already talked about. So
Mhm.
make it make sense is sometimes what goes through my head. But
Sure.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but we do it for the love, you know, the love, and it's fun.
I know.
It's fun to
I
win. It's
know.
fun to win money. It's fun to get a
It is.
tiara.
It's fun.
But
It
it's
is.
it's
all
also
fun.
fun to save money sometimes. So
Yeah.
That too. Exactly.
so what is next? What's next for you? Like, do you see yourself competing for what? 5, 10? How much longer do you see yourself competing? What do you think's next for you?
That's a good question. I think I've talked to a couple of my best friends and one of my really good friends, she's kind of stopped competing just because of the way the evolution of bikini has gone.
Right.
So she does a lot of traveling, and that's kind of what I want to do too. I enjoy going out and eating food in moderation. I love traveling. So I don't know, maybe another year or two. I just feel like bikini's going to continue, and I'm 64, so I kind of want to enjoy um, life more than being so regimented. Like I said, we are very we're unicorns. We're very disciplined, and sometimes that does get in the way of just life in general. And I really, like I said, want to travel more. And my kids, I love hanging out with my kids and being my kids. And
How many kids do you have? Tell
I
us
have
about
3.
three.
You
I have
have
3.
twins, right?
I have twins.
I'm a twin. Oh my gosh, how many similarities are we gonna have?
Oh my
Like
God,
Janine,
that's so funny. That is
I have a twin brother. And today I
really.
said, oh my gosh, July 10th, that's my brother's birthday. I said that to my friend Trisha because her brother's birthday is the same. I go, wait, that's my birthday too. She's like,
That's
it's your
funny.
birthday too, girl. So tell
I
me,
have boy girl twins too. Yeah.
stop. I am freaking out. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out because are they close? Like,
Well, they're kind of close.
how old are
They've
they?
never really been
How old are they?
20. Let me see, 27,
Okay, 27.
26.
All right.
I'm sorry, 26. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my oldest, she lives here in Reno. Actually, she lives here with me right now. She's the one I told you. She's also a nurse. She's actually an ICU trauma nurse. And then my youngest daughter, who's a twin, she lives in Seattle, and she's also an ICU nurse.
Wow.
And then my son lives here also in Reno, and he's a mechanical engineer. So
Wow.
yeah,
They're doing great.
they did good. We did good.
You did real
We have-
good.
Yeah.
Twins. My brother's my
Yeah.
best friend. I think he's the greatest human that ever
Really?
walked the planet. So
I can't say they're best friends, but they get along. I mean,
we didn't always
actually,
get along.
my youngest daughter, her husband, they are best friends. My son and her husband are best friends. So it's kind of
That's
funny.
fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's kind of fun.
I know the
So,
twin
yeah.
thing. They still have that twin connection though, right? Like you can't
Oh, I
deny
think
the twin
so.
connection.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like
think
it's
so.
crazy what can happen. My brother will
That's
call me
so
out of the blue
funny.
and he'll just know something is up, or I'll
Wow.
know something's up, or we'll say something like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious like at the same time. Just like weird things you would not say at the same time. So I think that's cool.
That's so funny.
Having twins, that's
Yeah.
so fun. And I don't meet a
How
lot of people
ironic.
that have boy girl. It's usually like, oh, I have, Okay, I do have a question though. Did they get this a lot? Because I'm gonna roll my
Oh my
eyes
God,
for
I
a
know
second.
exactly what
You know what
you're
I'm gonna
gonna
ask,
say.
don't you?
I know
Are
exactly
you
what you're-
fraternal or identical?
I
Stop
knew
it. Did I not say I had a brother as a twin?
Hey.
Stop. Like,
Well, I don't know. I can't even begin to tell you how many times
it is ridiculous.
that they said, "Are they identical?" And I'm like, not really. It's not
And I
possible.
feel so bad. Like, I want to educate people on that. Like, I don't know everything about the body
Like-
like you do, Janine. You've gone to school for this, and so has Lacy. But like, I'm pretty sure that a vagina and a penis means that you are not identical. That's all I'm saying.
I have a cute story. So my twins are called Madison and Morgan.
So cute.
So when they would say, "Are they identical?" I'm like, no, one's plain, one is with peanuts. Goodness.
Okay, that was a better way than the way I said it. That was much better. You were much more politically correct.
It's not happening.
Oh my
happening.
gosh, that is so funny. But I get it
Yeah.
all the time from grown adults,
I know.
and it's so fun. Now I just laugh. I start and I try to, because I don't want to make anyone feel silly, because
No, I'm
after
just kind of like,
they feel silly. Don't they feel silly after you go, well, and they're like, oh, duh. Oh, yeah, of course not. Of course not.
I think some people probably think that they can be identical still. I'm like,
Well, I've
no.
had people like try to come in and go, well, in the womb, that's what, no, nothing means identical unless you have identical parts. Like, so.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Go study anatomy.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Go back to anatomy class.
I'm just going to text you and how should I respond to these people from now on?
You guys, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much.
I'm laughing so hard. Because this is so funny. No one understands this unless they are a twin or have had twins.
Mhm.
They just don't understand
When you
it.
said, when you asked me a question, I was like, I already know
You
what you're
knew,
gonna
and
say.
I knew you knew. From your look and your response, I was like, she knows exactly what I'm going to say, because we get it all the time. That is so cute. I love that. So family, you guys are all super close. It sounds like you know.
Yeah.
It really is the most important thing. And prep really keeps you like from being, not from traveling. We've all traveled on prep. I remember before I turned pro, I was in Vancouver. I was like, screw it. It's my birthday. I'm going to, where did I go? Banff or whatever. It was this trip we already had planned. I was like, I'm going to figure it out. It was a week before peak week. Everyone thought I was
Oh
insane.
my gosh.
But I did it. I was like, I'm not going to be stressed. And we went to this nice restaurant, and I had to ask. The server was so wonderful. You have to just let people like just I said this to my friend this morning. I said, instead of what if it turns out horrible, what if it turns out amazing? So I went in with that attitude. And he was like, I won't put anything on it. The chef will do this and that, no butter, blah, blah. And it was so much fun. And and my coach let me have like a Diet Coke, and I was like living life with that Diet Coke,
You're living life.
Yeah, like I felt like in a wine glass. So he goes, it was so cute because he's like, let me put it in a wine glass so it feels like you're really celebrating, whatever. I don't even drink,
How
but
cute. Oh my
so
God.
it was just, so but it's still difficult to like really
It
let
is.
go,
Yeah.
because it's just like so living your life is so important too outside of prep. So I
I
think
agree.
you probably get to do that some. I mean, with 2 to 3 shows, that's at least half of a year of prep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those. I'm a little different. I am very anal when I'm on prep. I do meal prepping and everything, but when I'm not, I just eat intuitively.
Yeah.
If I want to go out,
Teach
That's
me
great.
how to do that.
Teach
I'll
Lacy.
just go. I'll go.
Lacy won't do
I
it.
go have pizza.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I do.
That's how I
If
am.
I want pizza, I'll just eat. I figured, it's not gonna hurt you. Sometimes your body needs a reset. It really, really does. Eating the same thing in and out and day after day, your body just it's not healthy. You're not getting the right amount of nutrients. I think variety is good. A lot of people do if it fits your whatever, the
Macros.
flexibility diet, which macros. I mean, I do a little bit of that, but I still eat pretty consistently when I'm on prep what my body likes. But if I get a cheat meal, I'll go have my cheat meal. I don't care.
See, Lacy and I
I think
talked
you
about
need it.
this. I want to ask you about it
I
because
think you need
Lacy,
it.
I was
I
like,
struggle.
our first episode, we
Really?
talked about this, and she's like, no, my husband's gonna make me the burger, and I was like, I'm going to Shake Shack for a double smoke shack and crinkle fries.
Yeah.
That gives me anxiety.
And she's like, oh
No.
my God, she wouldn't be able to do it. And
Can't do
I,
it.
I respect that, and I wish I could be that way, but I also am like, because
no,
it's
you
so.
don't.
I don't know if Janine, you feel this way, but Lacy it doesn't free her mind. It frees me to have an untrackable meal. It makes me like, I can feel my shoulders drop in prep. I can feel even in reverses or just real life. We all like to eat healthy. We look good year round, like as far as being in shape, we don't drastically change. Right. But that untracked 1 or 2 meals I give myself, like right now, I live for those because like they just take this, tracking all the time can be stressful. So do you
Yeah.
feel that way
See,
where it's just like,
I feel like your body needs that recess. I track, but I basically, when I meal prep, I do all my own meal prepping. So
yeah,
I don't really have to track because I just eat pretty much the same thing with a variety. I mean, I do variety, change up my carbs or change up my meats. But like, I'll be honest with you, when I was moving and I had to go back and forth to my other place, and I was like, I've got to eat. I didn't have my meals with me. So I figured, where can I go to eat that's healthy? So I went to Chick-fil-A and had a grilled chicken sandwich with no, and
Oh
you
my
know what?
gosh.
and I've done that on
And
prep
she's
in an
in
airport too.
prep.
Lacy would never.
And
I'm
But
dying
if you
right
think
now.
She'd
But
be
if you
like,
think about it, it's a grilled chicken sandwich with
Right.
carbs. I mean, you don't put a whole bunch of sauce and whatever on it.
Hold on. You had the bun?
I did.
that's a carb source, Lacy.
I won't even do
did.
that in my improvement season. I won't even do
No,
that in my
that's the thing.
improvement
She's
season.
not even in off season or whatever we want to call it. It's like, so we were talking about cheat meals. I hate the phrase cheat
I
meals.
need
Like I
help.
like to call it untracked,
Lacy.
refeed, but
Yeah, I know. Call it the refeed.
I
Not
tried to
whatever.
ask her, like, what is that for you? And she's like, I don't know, a burger that my husband makes me on the grill. And I'm like, what? Like, there's not
Yeah,
a,
and I weigh it out and like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
we're gonna
But
turn
I-
her into.
But
We're
I
gonna
don't
change our
say
ways.
that with pride. I say that like, hey, this is kind of extreme, and I realize it's really not healthy for me to stay that way. I think about what if I retire from competing? I'm not going to stop the way I eat. Like they're not attached to each other. It's my lifestyle,
Yeah.
But I do need to find that sweet spot where
yeah,
I
that balance.
can.
You do. You really,
And-
really do. And
Yeah.
and honestly, I didn't mention this, but when my mom was terminal and I was in high school, I was like let's see, she got diagnosed. She passed away when she was 55. So, yeah, I had older parents, but I fell into anorexia at
Yeah.
that time.
I remember
Yeah,
hearing that on a podcast. You talked about
yeah,
that.
I
Yeah.
did. And I tell you, Lacy, I will never go back to that ever again.
It's another form of bondage, really, and I do
It,
feel that. You know what's gonna break me of it? I'll tell you, I know exactly what's gonna happen. When my son and my daughter-in-law have children, twin boys is what I'm praying for them. But when they have children and those little babies want me to eat what they're eating, I will never say no to them. If they have ice cream,
yeah,
they're like, "Have ice cream," I'll have it. So I think
They're
that's what
gonna
it's
have
gonna
chicken
take.
nuggets,
I'll eat them. If
fried
a
chicken
little
nuggets from
kid,
McDonald's. It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
if my little grandbaby offers me food, I will not say no
I love
because
that.
that's more
yeah,
important to me. So I think that's what it's gonna take, is it's gonna be when I have my grandkids and they offer me something, I won't say no. I will not say no, because that's more
yeah,
important to me. The children would
yeah,
be more important, you know?
absolutely. Yeah. Well,
Because
like I said, it's really good for your body to have a reset. It
agreed.
really is. It is.
And
Not
don't you
just
think
mentally.
with the reset, just asking both of you really like bodybuilding does so much for us to help us with our nutrition, how to track, how to meal plan, how to eat right, like the ratios of macro micronutrients, like how to fuel your body and how efficient your body can work and how much better it can look when you do that, right? Like,
Exactly.
but it also gets us into that way, all like, how do you let go of that? I think a lot of competitors, especially newer competitors, I would love to like for us to kind of speak to them, because we're so seasoned in this sport
Sure.
at this point, that it's like the reverse is that's a topic that I know Lacy and I will just talk about in and of itself on its own. The reverse can be really scary because, gaining the weight back or introducing new foods and you've been so this way, it's hard to either women go, competitors, men and women, go this way where they stay on track and they're too rigid and because they're afraid, right, to kind of go back a little, gain weight or whatever it might be that you desperately need to do post show. That's healthy. Or they go completely the other way and they can't stop,
Yeah,
won't stop with the
exactly.
food, right?
And that's why that's why, and unfortunately, I have a good metabolism, but I eat in moderation when I am not on prep. I will eat with my kids or go out or whatever. I still eat healthy, for my breakfast and lunch. And if I want to go out and have a cocktail, I'll go have a cocktail. I mean, I just feel like that helps you, preventing you to go. These girls that are so strict with their diet, then all of a sudden you see them and they've gained 30, 40 pounds and you're like, oh my
And that's not
gosh, what did
necessary
you?
either,
And that's not healthy either.
no.
That's not healthy for your heart, your
Metabolism,
skin, your
hormones.
metabolism. Exactly.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
better to just be able to allow yourself to just have that one cheat meal or refeed, whatever you want to call it, because your body really needs that. I
Well,
mean, and like a lot of these people were saying, and I'm not really educated on it, is I'm hearing all these competitors getting Hashimoto's and SIBO, and I'm thinking, why is that?
I got Hashimoto's.
There's got to be some correlation with the way the diet is or something. I
Maybe.
don't know. I could be totally wrong, but
I'm
I
curious to
know
know
that,
too, because
I
I
mean,
got Hashimoto's after competing. So maybe
yeah,
there's
it
something to
just,
that. I don't know. Or maybe
I
it
just
always
don't
lived in
know.
me. That's what they try to tell me. It's been
Yeah.
dormant or what. I don't know. You would know more
I,
about that than me, but
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know. There's
But they
something to
s-
it.
they say that this SIBO, this gut thing, is because
Yes.
these competitors eat the same thing day in and day out, day in and day out, and
They
that
need
alone
more.
is not. Yeah, that's not good.
sure.
So just a lot of things you have to question and wonder. So
Yeah, it's an extreme sport that can be taken to the extreme for sure. Yeah.
exactly,
In
exactly,
all ways, right?
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys, you're gonna be proud of me, as rigid as I am. Over the weekend, this past week, we went to Virginia for my son to go to hockey camp, and my coach, because I'm post-op right now and I have no activity at all, so my calories are at a good place, and I'm follow everything he said. I want you to have an untracked meal completely. Go have a steak. Guess who had a steak? I
Did you
did.
have it out?
I did. We went to Texas Roadhouse. I can't
You
believe it.
didn't even
Okay.
tell me that. How
Oh,
did you not
oh
tell me
my
that?
God.
I don't know. But you know what? I'll tell you guys the truth. I actually did. That's the first time we sat down as together and ate in a restaurant, a long, long time, and I enjoyed it.
How did
I
that
enjoyed it.
feel?
Oh,
I just enjoyed just sitting there with them. And now I was supposed to get like a baked potato too. And instead I got the steak cut up on a salad. So I baby stepped
Baby
it.
steps.
Baby steps. That's okay.
And I
It's okay.
didn't get salad dressing. And funny thing, I made
I
the
don't either.
decision. This is hilarious, you guys. I made the decision I was going to get the feta on the steaks. It was a very plain salad. I always I'm like, strip it of croutons, strip it, you know. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get the feta. Like I was living on the edge. They forgot to put the feta on it.
Oh my gosh. Did you ask for it to come on the side then to bring it back?
No, because I was like, I wasn't meant to have it, so it's fine.
No.
Well,
No,
I'm
but
proud
I'm proud of you.
That's good. Yeah,
I
that's
did
good.
it.
That's a good
I'm
start.
so
That's
proud.
good. That is
So
very
proud.
good. Yeah.
And
Because we need those
nothing
moments.
terrible happened. In fact, I weigh less right now than I did on stage at Wasatch.
You know,
So
that happens after a
Janine
refeed.
just said that. What a
Yeah.
That
refeed
happens
does, right?
every time. Yeah, you lose weight.
yeah,
Because your
so I
body
think that's
needs it.
evidence my body needed it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
probably I'm guessing I'm gonna have another one again this weekend because I'm way less than I did on stage at Wasatch right now.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
tall
And-
are you, Lacy?
5'6".
So you're a little bit taller than me. Yeah, I'm 5'5.5". How tall are you, Janine? I'm just trying to see how tall.
I'm
you
about
are.
5'3"
She's tiny.
I
She's
never
little.
would have guessed that. She's short. I never would have guessed
I'm not
that.
very
I like
tall.
right, and Lorelai's tall, and I thought she was short. I thought she'd be short, and she's tall.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I don't know why look at people and I'm like, I bet she's short. And no, she's not. Like, it's so funny what we think because I didn't know
Yeah.
if we were the same height, Lacy, and Janine's short and petite.
I'm short.
I'm in the
Yeah.
middle.
So, Lacy, what did you have done?
Yes, what did I have done? I got my boobs put back in.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's going
Nice.
very well. Very, very
They look
well.
Nice.
amazing.
Do you know what's interesting about me weighing less right now today, I weigh less than I did on stage at Wasatch, and I added 1.2 pounds in implants. So I'm like, dang,
Wow.
I literally could go do a show right
Okay.
now, except all my muscles are flat because I haven't been working them, which is probably why my weight is down. But
No,
That means
it's all right.
you're like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
so but your implants weigh like a pound total. So you
1.2.
probably weigh
Mhm.
less than you think you do, actually.
yeah,
You
I
need
got
another
how-
steak. You need another
Yeah.
steak.
How far are you? How far are you post-op?
just over 3 weeks, and I went to the doctor on Monday, and he said I could go back to the gym this coming Monday.
Wow.
So you know
that's
what I'm
fast.
training first? Guess what I'm
Booty.
training first? Oh yeah.
Booty.
Oh yeah, it's flat as a pancake right now. We got to get some blood flow going to the glute muscle. Carbs and blood flow.
Yes. Both of those
And a
are
steak.
essential.
Yes.
And a steak,
Yes.
yes.
Maybe
With
next
the
time
cheese.
you can have a burger.
You know? Oh my gosh. I'll take a picture if that happens. You guys will be so
Oh
proud
my
of me.
gosh.
Will you guys
Yeah,
be proud?
if you don't send a picture or it didn't happen.
You know what's funny?
Actually,
My brain is already going, gosh, I could go get those, like, you ever see those the flat bagel things? I'm like, I could do that as a bun. I'm already thinking, no, just do a bun.
Just do a freaking bun. It's not going to kill you. It's going to help you. You need it.
Lacy, I think you're making me feel guilty.
No, don't feel guilty. Listen,
I don't feel guilty.
I'm the problem. I'm the problem here. Don't feel
You're just
guilty at all.
conditioned
That's
to
fun.
live a certain way and it works for you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but we're in this off season. We should like test some things, test the waters.
Yeah. That's right.
Do you
That's
know
right.
what's weird about me being like this is before I started competing, when I was I'll say I was in my late 30s, it was nothing for me to drive to the dollar store and get a whole thing of Chips Ahoy cookies. And I would come home and I would just open the pack up, get a little glass of milk out, and I would sit right
Oh
there
my gosh.
and just eat Chips Ahoy cookies dipped in milk. Like, I would never do that. That horrifies me now, but that was my life before. So it's really weird how we changed so much.
I know. Wow.
I-
Yeah.
I used to have a Dove bar every night before I went to bed.
Was it dark
Many
chocolate?
years. Yeah.
That's a strategy though, because the magnesium, it'll help you sleep.
There you go.
And dark chocolate's healthy, right? Like we're
Yeah.
okay with that.
That was a while ago. I don't do that now, though.
No.
Protein ice cream. I love my protein ice cream.
Okay. Yeah.
We've
Do you
all
use
got
the
our
Ninja
things.
Creamy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I wanna
love my
get one of
Ninja
those.
Creamy. I love my Ninja Creamy.
I need to get
Yes.
one and get all your recipes because when I
yeah,
see
they're
that,
good.
competitors are living for those. Like it's really helping them through.
It's so
prep.
good. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
What kind of protein powder have you found that is best in the Ninja Creamy? Because some of it has a weird texture, you know?
I have a whole bunch of different ones. I like what is it? Pro dough. There's the oh gosh, the simple something or other. I get Titan Nutrition. I get Transformation. There's a lot of them out there. But you're right. Some of them do taste weird. And I do put the Far Life. Sometimes I'll put some protein milk in it or
Sure.
almond milk.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do the puddings just because they have all those icky dyes in them.
I know.
Right now, those are not very good. I don't like the puddings.
Do
Try
you
to
do
stay away from that
toppings?
stuff.
Like the mix-ins or whatever they call it? No.
Not really. I just use like the sugar-free syrup.
Yeah.
I do a lot of sugar-free stuff, which is probably not good
I
for
do
you,
some
but
sugar-free stuff too.
So
I'm the
do
one that
I.
goes and asks for sugar-free like vanilla
Me-
in my coffee and lattes,
the
and I
J.
don't care.
Hughes. I love the J. Hughes sauces.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You should try the new sauce. I talk about it all the time on my stories, but it's
What is
the
it?
best, and you can use my code. New sauce is like a J. Hughes, but I think it's better. I think it's
Really?
better. I really
Now,
do.
I
I
don't-
You'll have
love.
to send that to me.
I don't even know what the J. Hughes sauces tell me. All the
There's
things.
sugar-free sauces, but
You can get them all over in any market.
What flavor
But for
are
me,
they?
like I can't do a lot of sucralose like Splenda, and
Yeah.
his stuff has that. And I think that the new
Yeah.
sauce digests better for me because I think it's sweetened
Really?
with stevia or monk fruit, like one of those. So I
Uh-huh.
digest that a little bit better. Like doesn't hit my.
Huh.
I have a weird digestive system, so I have to be careful with those. But my friend in Utah like loves the J. Hughes. I think they're both good. But new sauce is
Yeah.
good. They have some really cool like different
New sauce.
flavors.
Is it
NUSAUC. And if you use my code
Okay.
Kyla, you can
Okay.
get a discount.
New sauce.
Might as well. My friend just ordered a bunch of them. I'm waiting to see what he thinks. He's a competitor too. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, I hope you like these because I love
Okay.
the mango pineapple. There's a mango pineapple one. I put it on my shrimp every time I make shrimp.
Ooh,
My,
And
that
it's
sounds
so
that sounds
good.
good.
Oh my God, so good. And then there's like a honey mustard one that's good. There's a sriracha maple. There's a truffle one. There's a fajita one. I mean,
Oh, nice.
there's chocolate ones, all sorts of flavors. So
How did I not know
Okay.
about this? Wowza.
I feel like I post in
Wowza.
my stories all the time whenever I make shrimp. I'm like, oh, I need to post this, because
Do you
like
guys ever use the feast mode spices?
I have heard of
haven't
those and I've
tried.
never used them.
They're so good.
Do you
Are
love
they?
those? Are
Yeah,
they
I
no
do.
sodium or salt free or whatever?
I don't know if they're salt free, honestly, but they have really natural ingredients in
Okay,
them.
so good
They're
ingredients.
like beet juice. I mean,
Nice.
but they're amazing.
I
They're
need
really
to-
good.
I have been looking into those and I always forget about them. And so
Yeah,
you're
those are
bringing it
really
back.
yummy. Those are good.
I've heard of those.
So
Yeah, because I get a
new
good amount
sauce.
of
I'll send them.
sodium. Do y'all like? So I know sodium's like some people do better with less, some do better with more. I was getting up there in sodium and just fine.
Yeah, I do.
don't
I do
think I-
better with more. If I don't have enough, my feet cramp up. I need
Yeah,
it.
I cramp.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
I don't look as good
Definitely.
like through prep. So I don't know. There's
Yeah.
something that because I know people are on. I mean, I talked to a competitor once that was on peak week 0 sodium.
I don't get that because you gotta
That's
have
not-
that water,
that's,
and
that's scary.
that would cramp my
Zero.
whole
That's
body.
scary. You're
I-
depleted. You're depleted with no sodium. Oh, that's not
That's
good.
bad for your heart, right?
Yeah, that just screams. That screams like you're gonna just faint.
Yeah.
You're gonna crash.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
was
crash.
like, oh,
No,
I don't know that
you
I've
need
ever heard
sodium.
of that as a strategy, but
No.
yeah. So but I was playing around with sodium a little bit, like with my coach and playing around with what worked because I was always kind of in this range that I thought I was supposed to be in, and then I just started adding a little bit more and seeing that I was looking better. And
Better,
so
yeah.
So
That's why after you have those refeeds, Lacy, you look better the next
because the
day.
sodium.
It's the sodium.
I'm like, why did I look like that yesterday?
Yeah,
I know.
That's
It was
After
wild.
that burger and fries.
It was crazy because I was all vascular, and I was like, I'm not even
you're like-
working out right now.
Yeah.
and
see?
that's why you look better the day
That's
after
why
like
your body
show.
needs it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't you feel
Yeah,
like
you're-
you look
you're
better
so-
the day after
Oh,
your show?
absolutely.
Every
I'm
time.
like,
It's all that.
what-
It's
why
all that sodium.
I should be competing today. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
funny.
all that salt.
I think
Yeah.
it helps more
Yeah.
than we realize. So
It's all those French fries.
Yeah.
Well, like that's another thing too. A lot of these girls, like do the burger and fries the night before, and I don't do that.
I can't do that.
Well,
It's
you don't-
unpredictable.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't know what burger, is it the same burger you've always eaten? I don't know.
I won't cry. I won't flirt with
No,
that.
you don't know what what can happen.
Yeah,
Sure.
I
And
don't.
as I'm
I don't do that.
aging, I wouldn't trust my digestive system with that.
Mm-mm.
If I
No.
haven't been having that, I don't trust.
Yeah,
For us, it's,
exactly.
keeping our core so tight sometimes can be tricky, and I'm not going to
It's
risk
hard.
it with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, even if you went to I was on the road to that, you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be the girl that gets a burger before her show. And I was not because I got sick from something, a burger. And so my coach was like, we're not doing it. But even if you get like a Shake Shack, but you get it in San Diego and then you get it in Chicago, I mean, that doesn't mean just because it's the same burger, different people
It's the
prepare
same.
it, right? Like
Sure.
something
Yeah,
could have, it's out of your control, like what Lacey's kind of saying. Like you
exactly.
can't control like what's in it, the variables. So I totally agree with that. That's where I kind of draw the line of
Yeah,
what we
no,
do there. I
I won't
agree.
do that. Nope.
Well, I have one more question for you, Janine.
Okay.
This is a good one. So, for women over 40 who are watching from the outside, what do you wish they understood about this sport?
That's a good one. I would say just make sure that you listen to your body because the sport can have a longevity to it, but you need to be smart as far as like we talked about with nutrition, training correctly. I mean, I'm not a big advocate of PEDs. I feel like getting in the gym and doing the work is better for you than using the Band-Aid to um, the easy way out, shall I say. I know this is another subject and I'm not really, really familiar with them. I know that peptides are a big thing now. Um, I know there's a lot of good benefits, so I can't go into that. I don't really know a lot about that. And I just want to say that you're never too late to start, and especially after, oh my gosh, that seems so long ago. But just be smart and enjoy the process. And again, I think that balance is important. Whether, like we talked about, balance for us is not exactly everybody's balance, but I think it's important that you do live life and that you do continue to travel. You do continue to socialize. Whether I love my work because it gives me a total different environment with my nurse friends. And I just feel like variety is the spice of life. I just think that
I
that's
love
what you
that.
need to do.
I
I
do
love
love that
that.
too.
It's such good advice.
Janine,
No.
you are a treasure. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Yes,
Well,
thank
I am
you.
so honored to. You guys are just little gems. I love you guys. It's so
We
cute.
love you. We love you being a part of this whole community and just for sharing your knowledge and your personal truths. That's like what we love on here. So thank you so much.
Well, and I really want to thank you guys for starting what you have been starting to be an advocate for us masters community. I think it is long overdue and I appreciate it so much. And I hope that everybody that's listening to this follows you guys and gives input because I think masters is where it's at. Because to me, I think that we are the inspirations to the younger people coming up
Oh yeah.
and that it is possible to continue as you age and stay healthy.
You're living proof. You're living proof.
You
How can people
are.
follow your journey, Janine, if they want to follow your journey in Chicago? Or do you post a lot on Instagram or
I do post on Instagram. I've been kind of quiet because of the move and everything. I've been like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, I'm on Instagram at Janine underscore priest underscore IFBB Pro.
Spell
love it?
priest for everybody so they can find you. Actually, your
PR.
first name too.
Your first
Yeah,
name.
because
Priest is easy. It's the first.
Yeah.
I know I spell it JANEAN underscore priest.
Underscore
Underscore
IFBB Pro.
IFBB Pro.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Perfect. Perfect.
Janine, thank you so
Well,
much, Janine.
thank
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Janine.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, as always, I love you.
And I love you too. And we mean it.
We mean it. See you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Masters Bikini and Fit Model podcast. If today's episode inspired you, please share it with another athlete. Follow us on Instagram, and remember, your best years are not behind you. They're still being built. We'll see you next time. Until then, we love you and we mean it.